congrats on Happy Face. I loved your performances. It's a wonderful show. And I was curious, whoever wants to start, how familiar were you both with the real life story before signing on to the project from the get-go?
I was not familiar at all. True
Okay.
crime, true crime is not my forte. Um, so I think I was more pulled into the fact that one, this is a true crime Black female producer, and that I've just never heard of. So I think that in that niche of a world, I was like, ooh, this would be fun to explore. And then doing the research and confronting my discomfort with true crime just kind of poured more into my excitement. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about you, James? If you was there any familiarity initially? Or...
There wasn't. I was not familiar with the Happy Face Killer at all. And so I read the script first and then I listened to the podcast, and it was kind of unbelievable to me that I hadn't heard the story. And then what drew me to the project was playing the husband of Melissa, who is carrying around this generational trauma with her. I mean, how do you show up for someone like that? How does that affect your day-to-day life and your kids? And that was what kind of excited me about approaching this role.
Absolutely. Well, very, very cool. Yeah, I mean, I was familiar with it, but yeah, I think a lot of people are not, so it's going to be very enlightening.
Yeah.
No.
Um, and Tamara, you kind of stole my second question because like Ivy, I mean, she's, in the series, she becomes so immersed in the case, alongside Melissa. So I know you said there was no true crime appreciation for you beforehand, but I mean, in tackling the role, did you, aside from, learning lines on the page, did you, I don't know, learn anything about some real life female journalists? Did you do any sort of research besides the story at hand? Did you
I
find
mean,
yourself? Yeah,
yeah, there are a plethora of amazing, Black female producers that are out there. And I got the wonderful chance to work with Jen right before, and
yeah,
we were talking about, who we wanted Ivy to be and what her role was, because
right.
ultimately it was here to support Melissa. So how does that look? And I think for me, what I think even though I'm not a person who is very pulled to true crime, I think what I was pulled to was the fact that she is a researcher, and I can be very type A. I love to research things. I get like super fixated and obsessed. So that
Yeah.
was kind of the bridge between both of us. And yeah, it's being able to build it in research and think about, so many Black female reporters or producers, and knowing that in order to be the best in your business, in your sector, you have to be knowledgeable, you have to be well read, you have to know what you're coming into the room with. And that I got.
Absolutely. Yeah, you nailed it. As did you, James, of course. And I wanted to ask you, James, I mean, one of my other, favorite shows is Mad Men, and I can't believe last year marked, I think, 10 years since the show wrapped. Looks like you haven't aged a day, so congrats
Oh
on that.
gosh.
I was curious when you're tackling these more recent shows like Happy Face. I mean, especially with that 10-year mark. I mean, was Mad Men sort of top of mind in the last year, thinking like, oh, geez, I can't believe it's been that long, kind of thing.
Yeah, I actually did think about Mad Men not too long ago, that it ended in 2013.
Yeah,
So
some
I believe 2013 and 2014, and that's 10 years ago, maybe more, which is unbelievable. Time flies, and I think a show that certainly stood the test of time, and was proud to be a part of it.
yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. And Tamara, I can't wait. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks really cool. Your movie Opus, that recently came out. I'm sure wildly different experience, but certainly
No,
looks equally edgy. I
it was
mean,
wonderful to work on.
yeah.
It was
With
very great.
which one came first? Did you shoot this before Opus, or did one sort
Yes.
of? Did you
No,
find
I
one?
shot Opus first, and
Yeah.
then a couple months later, I got Happy Face. Yeah, joined the
Did,
team.
you felt like one sort of lent itself to the other, that sort of,
Well, it always does. You're always in process, and when one thing ends, you learn, and then you springboard that into the next audition, the confidence that you get from that, and you take that into the next work. And oh yeah, definitely. Maybe there
yeah.
is a bit of a maybe my energy has been pulling into like dark material. So
Yeah.
glad.
All right. People love that stuff. So, seriously. Well, great. Well, like I said, I can't wait for everyone else to see Happy Face. Congratulations again, and
Thank you.
thanks for taking the time to chat with me.